I like to travel. I also like the internet. So this is my trip around the World Wide Web. We start at Facebook, the New York City of the internet, filled with a ton of people. Some nice, some are terrible. There's comedy, there's drama, and there's a ton of worthless trash and reposts. I got on a plane at JFK and flew on over to Tumblr. Tumblr reminded me a lot of Los Angeles. There's opulence, narcissism, and a frightening amount of transgenders. Tumblr, I've noticed, is made up of a lot of young people, the Tumblr famous, who have what we like to call swag. I got out of there as fast as I could. I flew north to Instagram, North California. There were hippies and their precious stones, a lot of pictures of food, and a lot of hipsters taking pictures of themselves. A look through the popular page gives a glimpse of how erroneous Instagram can be. It's gorgeous, but at face value it's all about fame, reposts, and pasting an insightful quote over your photo. You really gotta look deep to find the gold. Next I flew to Tokyo, the Twitter of Earth. Everything is in miniature and there's tons of bells and whistles. Other apps have been integrated to Twitter, and there's lots of people like Facebook, but a lot more bright lights too. I moved south to Australia, YouTube. It's honestly one of my favorites. You can find some really, really cool stuff there. But if you know where to look, you can find some batshit crazy stuff too. The only flight I could find was to Djibouti, the best representative of blackplanet.com, the premier social network for African Americans only. It was interesting to say the least. The same goes for my trips to Canada and North Korea, which I barely got out of. 4chan was next in line, an internet image board. I felt like I was in Moscow. On the top half, you have really interesting ideas and people. Go deeper and you have Underground Moscow, the Anonymous. The Anonymous is a group of hacktivists that can really screw your life up if you support the wrong group of people. I like to think of them as internet vigilantes, protecting the weak and hacking groups like the Westboro Baptist Church. But it was time to move on. On my way across the Atlantic, I got sucked up into space. You ever heard of that planet that only girls are from? That was Pinterest. I had to get out of there quick too. I could tell I didn't belong. I landed magically in Greenland, a defunct, desolate wasteland of the Aryan race, Zanga, the prehistoric blogging site. A look around the homepage makes you feel like you're at an abandoned Viking settlement from centuries ago. I caught a ride from a mythical Norse hawk and made it down to a warmer climate, my current favorite, Imager. It's Rio de Janeiro on the web. There's culture here and you feel safe. But soon it was time to head home. I flew back to Tallahassee to get some Florida sun, or at least sit in my room alone and surf the internet.